Hey y'all, it's Candy. Thought I'd take you on a little tour of my exercise room. So let's see what it's like. So this is the room that I have set up for my exercising. Once my kids moved out of the house, it did enable me to be able to set up a room specifically for this. So I recently got my exercise bike, and I got that because working with Dr. Sean O'Mara, he does recommend to sprint, but I cannot run because I have spinal muscular atrophy. So I did buy a recumbent bike. So the name brand is Sunny. I did buy the Sunny recumbent bike because it wasn't too expensive. I think it was like $400 and something, and I had a coupon code. I think I bought it at Bed Bath & Beyond, which is now Overstock or something. So I did decide to buy this name brand due to the fact that it wasn't that expensive, and it had the arms attachments where I could use my arms to exercise as I pedaled. So this is what I do for a minute at a time, as fast as I can go. Well, this is my rebounder. I do have a Jump Sport rebounder. I got it at Costco, and I made sure I got the handlebar attachment with it because of the fact that I am not very good with my balance. So I figured if I had that, at least it gives me something to hold on to, and I don't have to worry about bringing a chair or rigging something up for me to be able to hold on to it. It's a pretty high step to get up there, and sometimes I do struggle with that. So I have this ridiculous cane that I have used only once in real life. When I went to see Dr. O'Mara, I knew that his practice was in his home, so I needed to use this because there were stairs to get in the home, and I really struggle with stairs. So that's really the only time I've used this cane. I think it's absolutely ridiculous looking. I don't understand why they can't make one with a little step that folds in and out, because nobody wants to use a cane to begin with, let alone a cane that looks like that. But I do find it beneficial for helping me to get up on the Jump Sport because it's probably, gosh, 1.5 feet tall. It's over 12 inches. It's pretty big when you get up there, but if you put your foot in the middle of the, or on the pad, it does bend a little bit, so it's not as bad to get up there. But that is my rebounder. I do have a yoga mat that I had bought thinking I was going to do some yoga. When I get on the ground, this is what I lay on, so that does help pad. This is so old. This is, I believe the name brand is Wider, and it's the Total Bodyworks 5000. I wanted the Total Gym, but I was single and did not have hardly any money. So I bought this version of it, and I will use this to do squats because I cannot squat in real life. So it has a little footrest there, and I just use this to do some squats, and it has many different things that you can do on it. I actually need to start using it more. I tried to sell it one time at a garage sale and nobody wanted it. So then I was like, screw it. Let's just put it back in the house and I will use it. So I'm thinking I need to use it and hold on to those bars up there and do some pull-ups on that too. I do have a vibration plate, and it is the Life Pro vibration plate. And it's just a cheap one. It's the Mini Waver. I did buy the Mini Waver because it is not as heavy, even though it is heavy still. It's not as heavy as the other ones, and I wanted to be able to move it around. So I use that, and I have the armband attachments that go with that as well. Now for this is one of those inversion tables. I bought the Innova, and I believe I got it from Walmart, and it is not like a teeter where I think teeter uses more of your body weight. If I want to pull myself back up, I really have to use those handlebars and walk myself back up. But that does help with back pain sometimes. And I have a step here that I thought would help me climb steps better if I used it to exercise, but I just basically use it to get in and out of the inversion table. I have a few barbells. I don't know why I only have one 10-pound barbell, but that's 10, the purple's 5, the yellow's 2, and then I believe that ball is like 7 pounds, I think. And then down here I have some yoga blocks, and I have some of those round yoga wheels that you can use to stretch out your spine. I have a lot of these stretch bands. If we come over here, we'll see I have a bunch of stuff in this little bin, but I have some, those circle things are just arm hula hoops. I have one of these hula hoops with the weighted ball on it, and I am not very good, but Lord knows I try. So in here I do have a lot of books, and they are mostly keto books, books about natural cures, things like that. I have a ton of stretch bands in here. These are BFR bands, blood flow restriction bands, that you're supposed to put around your thighs and your arms and tighten them when you're working out, and it restricts the blood flow, which causes stress on your muscles and supposed to help you create muscle faster and bigger muscle. I have a jump rope in there, which of course I never use because I cannot jump. My granddaughter uses that when she comes down. Okay, have you heard of cardio drumming? So I have this ball here, and I have a bigger one in my room that I've been using, my bedroom, that I've been using to do physical therapy. But there's a thing called cardio drumming, and you use drumsticks and basically beat on the ball to the music and dance around, and it's kind of fun. So I got a bunch of these bands that will go around your legs, and you can do exercises with them. This is a bag of those stretch bands that hook up to the door, and you can use it to do different types of exercising with your arms and your legs. You just basically, each color is a different resistance. So I use those. I don't have a lot of stuff, but I have enough stuff that I should not be fat. It is hard for me to exercise enough to break into a sweat because of the fact that as soon as I start exercising, I have exhaustion set in. It's due to the spinal muscular atrophy, and no matter how much I exercise, I've been told that's always going to happen. So I'm not supposed to exercise so much that my muscles break down, because they will not build back up, is what I'm told. So I do light exercises, and I do what I can. Not sure if you guys want to see an example of what I'm talking about me just pedaling as fast as I can. Now be forewarned, I know I always say it, I have a muscular disease, spinal muscular atrophy, so my exercise looks totally different than anybody else. What I do is probably nothing compared to most people. So just keep that in mind, but this is how I do it. Now I do keep track on my Apple Watch, and I notice that my Apple Watch doesn't log anything less than a minute, so either I have to pause it and then continue, which sometimes I do, or just go for at least a minute at a time. So I just choose indoor cycle. Oh. So I'm already tired. You got like 10 seconds in. And you can probably see my face is getting red. How embarrassing. So we're at 34 seconds, and I'm already really tired. You can tell I'm slowing down a little bit. We're at 48 seconds. get to a minute. And I'm already so out of breath. But that's what I do. And then I sit here, or I get up and do something, and then I come back. Oh, excuse me. I forgot to see how many heartbeats per minute I was at. So that's what I do. 1 minute at a time. I get out of breath. Normally, I put my phone right here and I watch a little movie to kind of take my mind off of it. And then I come back when I'm rested and do another one. So maybe a minute or two I'll sit here and then do another minute, or I'll get up and go do something and then come back. I know that probably looks really pathetic to most people to even think that that is considered exercise, but it is. And you know, I typically throughout the day will do 1 minute here, 1 minute there. It's what people call exercise snacks, just short bursts of exercise for a minute at a time, or some people do a couple minutes. I'll do some push-ups when I'm in a bathroom against the countertop, and I go for a minute. Normally I get 60 push-ups in that minute because I try to go as fast as I can. So that is how I do that. And now, you know, maybe I'll get on my rebounder and show you all what that looks like. When I do the rebounder, I do not jump high. I don't go fast. My form probably sucks and is not good, but I do enjoy it. It's kind of fun, and I do have a little attachment on the bar of my hand, on the handlebar area, that I can put my phone. It's broke though, I gotta get a new one. It's just silicone, and the little silicone strap broke off, but I still kind of use it, but it's wonky. But I'll put my phone up there and I'll watch videos or listen to music or something, you know. And so let's do it. I'll show you how I rebound. Big step for me. For this on my Apple Watch, I just put it in as mixed cardio. I don't know if y'all heard that pop, but that was my hip. That's awful. So this is basically what I do. Nothing, ooh, you almost came out right there. Nothing strenuous. I don't do any kind of high bouncing. I have before. I've, you know, bounced pretty high, but I use this and kind of push myself up. So rebounding is really good for your lymphatic flow. So is the vibration plate. It gets your lymph flowing throughout your body. They say even doing just a minute. So we're gonna do our minute. Oh, we're already past a minute. You're at 1 minute and 13 seconds. Now, one thing I have to be careful of is when I exercise and I wear myself out, I notice my knee will give out. So the more I move or the more I exercise, the easier it'll happen. And I have to really consciously be aware and pay attention to what I'm doing and how I'm walking and where I'm stepping so that I don't fall. Because it is not pretty when I fall. stop there. It's like 2 minutes. So that is just a little tour of the workout room, and also you've seen a little glimpse of what I do on the exercise bike and what I do on the rebounder. Very small movements that I repeat throughout the day. I will go up to 20 minutes at a time doing the health bounce on the rebounder, but I'm not going to bore y'all with 20 minutes of me doing basically nothing. So I just kind of wanted to give you a glimpse of how it looks like when somebody with mobility issues, or in my case spinal muscular atrophy, how I do my exercise. So I know it doesn't look like much, but I'm trying to do what I can do, and I believe every little bit helps. So any kind of suggestions that you guys have that may help me, or videos that you can recommend, or other people with mobility issues that have exercises out there, let me know, because I am up for anything. You never know what you're gonna find on the internet and on YouTube, and I have found some helpful information. So I appreciate anything that y'all could throw my way. My contact information is in the description of the video. You can email me, you can send me a card or a letter to my address. My address is down there. Any kind of word of advice is always helpful and appreciated. I thank you guys so much for joining me here today, and until next time, stop eating processed foods.